Picture a man standing alone on a windswept cliff, unshaken by the storm raging around him. He's not running from the chaos, he's choosing to face it on his own terms. They call him cold-hearted, emotionless, a Sigma male who's turned his back on feeling. But what if that's not the truth? What if it's a mask forged in fire, hiding a strength most will never understand? Welcome to Sigma Male Community, where we strip away the myths and dive into the raw essence of what it means to live as a Sigma. Today we're unraveling the hidden truth behind why Sigmas seem cold-hearted to the world. It's not about losing emotion, it's about mastering it, channeling it, and wielding it with precision. Buckle up, because this journey into the Sigma mindset will challenge everything you thought you knew about strength, resilience, and authenticity. 1. The Sanctuary of Solitude. In a world screaming for attention, the Sigma male finds power in silence. Solitude isn't escape, it's a deliberate retreat, a sacred space where the noise of society fades and the mind sharpens like a blade on a whetstone. Here, in this quiet forge, the Sigma processes emotions, not by drowning in them, but by dissecting them with razor-sharp clarity. This isn't about hiding from the world, it's about recalibrating, rebuilding inner reserves to face life's battles with unyielding resolve. The Stoic principle of self-mastery shines here. By stepping away, the Sigma ensures his strength remains his own, untainted by the chaos of external demands. Solitude is his crucible, where resilience is hammered into shape, preparing him to engage authentically when he chooses to return. The world might see this withdrawal as coldness, but it's anything but. It's the disciplined act of preserving his unique frequency in a world broadcasting static. Imagine a warrior retreating to a mountain cave, not out of fear but to hone his skills, to listen to the whispers of his own soul. This sanctuary allows the Sigma to strip away the superficial, to confront his truths without distraction. It's not rejection of connection, it's the foundation for meaningful connection, ensuring that when he steps back into the world, his presence is purposeful, his words weighted with intention. For the Sigma, solitude is not loneliness, it's the bedrock of his strength, a testament to his commitment to living life on his own terms. 2. Logic as the language of care. When others are swept away by emotional torrents, the Sigma stands firm, offering a lifeline of logic. This isn't a dismissal of feelings, it's a belief that true compassion lies in action, not just empathy. While others might offer tears or platitudes, the Sigma hands you a map out of the chaos, a practical solution born from a mind trained to cut through noise. This pragmatism, rooted in Stoic rational thinking, respects your struggle too much to coddle it. They see your potential to rise above, and their cold advice is a challenge to tap into that strength. It's not detachment, it's empowerment, a refusal to let you drown in temporary comfort when lasting solutions are within reach. Picture a friend lost in despair, seeking solace. The Sigma doesn't join the lament. He offers a clear-eyed perspective, a plan to move forward. This might feel harsh like a splash of cold water, but it's meant to wake you up, to push you toward growth. The Stoic ideal of focusing on what's within your control drives this approach. Emotions are fleeting but solutions endure. The Sigma's logic is their language of care, a fierce commitment to your strength over your fleeting pain. They're not here to soothe symptoms, they're here to help you conquer the root of the problem. In a world addicted to emotional quick fixes, the Sigma's clarity is a rare and powerful gift. 3. Betrayal, the forge of the fortress. The Sigma's guarded heart wasn't born that way, it was forged in the crucible of betrayal. Each broken trust, each exploited vulnerability, is a lesson carved into their soul, teaching them the high cost of misplaced faith. These aren't just wounds, they're masterclasses in discernment, shaping a man who learns to protect what's most valuable. The Stoic principle of accepting what cannot be changed fuels this transformation. Betrayal is out of their control, but their response is not. They build emotional fortresses not out of bitterness, but from wisdom, ensuring their depth is reserved for those who prove worthy. These scars aren't signs of weakness, they're badges of resilience, proof of battles survived. Imagine a young Sigma, open-hearted, trusting freely, only to have that trust shattered by those he held dear. Each betrayal is a hammer strike, shaping his psyche into something stronger, more discerning. The resulting emotional reserve isn't emptiness, it's a citadel, protecting a wellspring of feeling too precious to risk on the unworthy. The Stoic practice of reflection turns pain into power, transforming wounds into wisdom. The world may call this coldness, but it's the heat of experience cooled into an unbreakable shield. For the Sigma, this fortress isn't a prison. It's a sanctuary ensuring their heart remains intact for those who earn its key. 4. The uncompromising currency of truth. In a world of flattery and half-truths, the Sigma trades in raw, unfiltered honesty. This isn't cruelty, it's respect, a belief that you deserve the truth, no matter how sharp its edges. Rooted in stoic clarity, the Sigma knows that real growth is forged in the furnace of uncomfortable reality, not in the soft cushion of delusion. They refuse to sugarcoat not because they lack care, but because they value your potential over your temporary comfort. Their words may cut, but they cut to heal, to excise what holds you back. Being labeled cold-hearted is the price they pay for this commitment to authenticity, a price they willingly accept. Think of a mentor who tells you your work isn't good enough, not to tear you down but to push you toward excellence. The Sigma's truth is like that mentor, direct, unapologetic, and transformative. They see the strength within you even when you don't, and their honesty is a mirror held up to reveal it. The Stoic principle of living in accordance with reason drives this approach. Truth is the foundation of progress, and anything less is a betrayal of your potential. The Sigma's words aren't meant to wound, they're meant to awaken, to spark the fire of growth in those willing to face reality head-on. In a world that often lies to spare feelings, the Sigma's truth is a rare and powerful currency. 5. The exhaustion of the eternal confidant. Sigmas are often the rock others lean on, their depth and listening ear drawing in those burdened by turmoil. But even the strongest rock can erode under constant pressure. When the weight of others' emotions becomes too much, the Sigma retreats, not out of callousness but to preserve their own strength. This boundary setting, rooted in stoic self-preservation, ensures they can continue to show up authentically. They know that to be truly present for others, they must first safeguard their own inner peace. This withdrawal might be mistaken for coldness, but it's a disciplined act of maintaining their capacity to care. Imagine a Sigma listening patiently as friend after friend unloads their struggles, each expecting him to carry their weight. Eventually the well runs dry and he steps back to refill it. This isn't a rejection of connection, it's a recognition that his strength is finite, and he must protect it to remain effective. The Stoic principle of focusing on what's within your control guides this choice. He can't fix everyone's problems, but he can ensure his own resilience. By setting boundaries, the Sigma maintains the clarity and energy needed to offer genuine support when it matters most. What looks like detachment is actually a commitment to being a true ally, not a drained vessel. Feel that resonance? That flicker of recognition? Whether you walk the Sigma path yourself or are deciphering the enigma beside you, understand this. What the world dismisses as coldness is often the intricate scar tissue of profound experience. It's the visible sign of battles fought internally, boundaries forged in fire, and a relentless commitment to authenticity in a world playing pretend. This isn't about becoming emotionless, it's about mastering where and with whom those emotions are invested. The armor isn't the absence of feeling, it's the wisdom of its strategic deployment. Keep watching, the deepest truths are ahead. 6. Self-Sufficiency, the ultimate empowerment. For the Sigma, self-sufficiency isn't just a trait, it's a creed. They see dependence as a cage, a barrier to true freedom and growth. When they push others toward independence, it's not abandonment, it's liberation, a belief in your ability to stand tall without leaning on others. Rooted in stoic self-reliance, this approach respects your potential too much to let you wallow in helplessness. They offer tools, not handouts, teaching you to fish rather than feeding you for a day. This might feel harsh, but it's a vote of confidence in your buried strength, a challenge to rise to your own power. Picture a Sigma watching a friend struggle, refusing to swoop in with easy fixes. Instead, he offers guidance, a roadmap to self-reliance, because he knows true empowerment comes from within. The Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control drives this. You can't control others' actions, but you can control your own growth. The Sigma's push for self-sufficiency isn't cold, it's a fire lit under you, urging you to discover your own resilience. They believe in you even when you doubt yourself, and their withdrawal is not rejection but a call to action. In a world that often fosters dependence, the Sigma's gift is the freedom of standing alone. 7. The focus fury of the lone wolf. Ambition for a Sigma is a sacred vow, a fire that burns with unrelenting intensity. Achieving their vision demands a focus so sharp it cuts through distractions like a blade. This means pruning away anything, or anyone, that saps their energy or pulls them off course. Rooted in Stoic discipline, this choice isn't misanthropy. It's a commitment to a purpose greater than fleeting social validation. The solitude of the workshop, the quiet of the grind, is where they forge their dreams into reality. The world may see this as coldness, but it's the white-hot heat of their dedication, a laser beam slicing through life's clutter. Imagine a Sigma turning down invitations, not because he dislikes company, but because his goals demand his full attention. Every hour spent on small talk is an hour stolen from his mission. The Stoic principle of prioritizing what aligns with your purpose guides this ruthless focus. Relationships that don't reciprocate understanding or energy are trimmed, not out of cruelty but out of necessity. This focused fury is what allows the Sigma to achieve what others only dream of. Their solitude isn't isolation, it's the crucible where their vision takes shape, a testament to their unwavering commitment to excellence. 8. Vulnerability, a calculated risk, not a default. The Sigma's emotional reserve is a vault, not a void. Past betrayals have taught them that vulnerability is a privilege, not a right, to be shared only with those who've earned it through loyalty and depth. This isn't incapacity, it's discernment, a Stoic choice to protect their inner world from those who might misuse it. Opening up is an act of trust, a rare gift reserved for the worthy. What looks like coldness is actually the lock on a treasure, safeguarding a depth of feeling few are privileged to see. The Sigma doesn't withhold emotion out of fear, they do so out of wisdom, ensuring their heart is shared only where it's valued. Think of a Sigma who once bared his soul, only to have it trampled. That lesson shapes his future, teaching him to weigh the risks of vulnerability with care. The Stoic practice of rational judgment guides this. Emotions are powerful, but they must be directed wisely. When a Sigma opens up, it's a deliberate act, a sign of profound trust in someone who's proven themselves. This selective vulnerability isn't detachment, it's strength, a refusal to cast pearls before those who won't cherish them. The world may misread this as coldness, but it's the heat of a heart that's learned to protect itself while still burning brightly for the right people. 9. The architect of authenticity. Society's blueprint holds no sway over the Sigma. They reject conventional paths, careers, relationships, lifestyles, not out of rebellion, but out of a relentless pursuit of a life true to their own design. This commitment to authenticity, rooted in Stoic integrity, means living without masks, even when it's misunderstood as detachment. They know that fulfillment dies in the shadow of conformity, and they refuse to sacrifice their truth for external approval. What the world sees as coldness is actually the heat of a life lived fully, unapologetically, on their own terms. The Sigma is an architect, building a world where every choice reflects their core. Imagine a Sigma walking away from a secured job or a traditional relationship, not because they're aloof, but because those paths don't align with their vision. The Stoic principle of living in accordance with nature, their own nature, drives this. They craft their lives with intention, each decision a brick in a structure that's uniquely theirs. This authenticity might alienate those who cling to societal norms, but it's the Sigma's strength, a refusal to dilute their essence for the sake of fitting in. Their cold exterior is the glow of a life forged in truth, a beacon for those brave enough to follow their own path. 10. The silent symphony of observation. At a crowded gathering, the Sigma's quiet presence isn't disinterest, it's deep engagement on a different wavelength. They're not aloof, they're immersed in a silent symphony, decoding the unspoken currents of human interaction. Rooted in Stoic mindfulness, they observe with precision, catching the hidden motives and subtle truths others miss. Their minimal participation conserves energy for interactions of substance, avoiding the drain of small talk. What looks like detachment is actually a profound connection to the moment, a choice to invest in what matters over what's loud. The Sigma's silence is their strength, a lens that reveals the world's deeper rhythms. Picture a Sigma at a party standing on the sidelines not out of shyness, but because they're reading the room like a master strategist. The Stoic practice of present moment awareness fuels this. They see the glances, the hesitations, the truths beneath the chatter. They don't speak unless their words carry weight because they know energy is precious. This observational depth allows them to navigate life with insight, offering wisdom when it's needed most. The world may call them cold for their silence, but it's the warmth of their inner world, quietly processing the symphony of life around them. 11. Self-investment, the foundation of true strength. The Sigma's relentless pursuit of self-improvement isn't narcissism, it's a sacred duty. They know that to navigate a complex world with impact, they must become an unshakable force. This dedication to honing their mind, body, and spirit, grounded in stoic discipline, is preparation for the challenges they foresee and the contributions only they can make. Every hour spent mastering a skill or strengthening their resolve is an investment in their ability to stand tall, never dependent, always ready. The world may see this focus as cold, but it's the fire of a man forging himself into a tool of purpose. Imagine a Sigma rising at dawn to train, study, or create, not for applause, but because they know their potential is a responsibility. The Stoic principle of striving for excellence drives this. To be of service to others, they must first be their best selves. This self-investment isn't about ego, it's about readiness, ensuring they can meet life's demands with strength and clarity. When they prioritize their growth, it's not a rejection of others. It's a commitment to being a force for good when the moment calls. The Sigma's cold focus is the heat of their dedication, a foundation that ensures they're always prepared to rise. So there you have it, the hidden truth behind the Sigma male's so-called cold-hearted exterior. It's not a lack of feeling but a carefully crafted armor of discernment, forged in the fires of betrayal, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to authenticity. The Sigma hasn't become emotionless, they've become strategically invulnerable, channeling their emotions with precision, protecting their depth for those who earn it, and living life on terms that honor their truth. This is the quiet rebellion, the strength that lies beneath the surface, ready to inspire those who dare to see it. If this video struck a chord, don't just sit there, take action. Like, comment, and share this with others who need to hear this truth. If you're new to Sigma Male Community, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a dose of wisdom for your journey. We're building a brotherhood of men committed to growth, independence, and excellence. Thank you for watching, and remember, the path to true strength is paved with authenticity and self-mastery. Keep forging your own way and never stop believing in the power of your unique path.